The psychology of The Rock. Normal people wake up in the morning and get a coffee. If someone passes a mean comment on the way, they ignore it like you ignore your bills. But not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He would take it like a personal attack from the United Nations. The man who has built an entire career around being positive, motivational, and unbothered, yet somehow gets bothered even if a random guy on the internet says something about him. Welcome to the world of The Rock, or should I say the Fragile Rock. Anyway, imagine waking up at 4 a.m. and genuinely believing that if you don't post a video of yourself sweating profusely into an iPhone, the global economy might collapse. Most people wake up trying to negotiate 10 more minutes of sleep. But not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He wakes up wondering why he hasn't been cast in another movie with a contract where he beats his co-actor, but the co-actor can't beat him back. That is the psychology of The Rock. To understand this mindset, you have to look at what psychologists call an invulnerability complex. Most actors take roles where their character experiences failure, growth, or basic human emotion. The Rock, on the other hand, reportedly has clauses in his movie contracts mentioning the exact number of punches he can take, so he never looks like he's losing a fight on screen. Think about the psychology behind that. That isn't alpha discipline. That's the playground rule where the kid says, "You can play, but only if I'm allowed to win." Rock doesn't play characters. He just plays The Rock, wearing different shades of beige in a jungle. Look at these photos. No, they are not from the same movies. They all are from different movies. Whether he's fighting an earthquake, a giant albino gorilla, or Vin Diesel in a tank top, the formula never changes. He stares intensely at the camera, flexes a bicep, raises an eyebrow, and saves the day without taking a single scratch. Why? Because his ego cannot physically compute the concept of taking an L. Take the Black Adam saga, for example. For an entire year, he told the world that the hierarchy of power is about to change in the DC universe, because his ego couldn't accept playing a standard comic book villain. He also demanded Henry Cavill show up in a post-credits scene to set up a movie where only he gets to win, and genuinely thought he was going to become the supreme dictator of Warner Brothers. And what happened? The movie flopped. The studio completely rebooted the universe without him. He immediately went on Twitter to spread fake narrative that his box office disaster was actually a massive financial victory. Rock being The Rock. He can do everything except taking an L. And then there's his relationship with the grind. I think he should trademark this word at this point because of the amount of times he has used it. Normal people go to the gym to stay healthy. The Rock ships 40,000 pounds of personal gym equipment across international borders, so he never has to breathe the same oxygen as a regular person on a treadmill. And you can never just get a genuine moment from him. If he shares a casual life update, watch how fast it turns into a commercial. The man cannot experience a single genuine human emotion without attaching a product placement to it. He doesn't just wake up at 4 a.m., he wakes up at 4 a.m. to remind you to drink his energy drink, wear his branded gym shoes, and toast to your grind with a bottle of his tequila brand. He's so obsessed with being the hardest worker in the room, the most inspirational guy on Instagram, and the ultimate alpha male that he doesn't realize everyone is laughing at his sheer desperation. So if there's one lesson to take away from The Rock's empire, it's this. You can buy all the tequila companies, energy drinks, and gym equipment in the world, but you still can't buy a personality.